Julio Gonzalez and Karyn Turk, where we bring you today's top trending tweets and a daily recap of all the hashtags you need to know about.
Okay, Karyn, here we are. Hashtag finally Friday. Woo!
Yeah, TGIF, hashtag TGIF. I'm glad to be here. The end of a long week is upon us.
Yeah, so what do we have today as our top trending tweets?
There's so many. And you know what's good is I'm really glad that we're ending the week with some really good news. At the top of the Twitter tweet list today, the top trending tweets, we have hashtag bluesclues. And I'm really excited.
I kind of vaguely remember Blues Clues, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, no, it's a great show. It's a little out of our generation, but it was really hot with millennials. And, you know, the younger millennials that are coming into their own now that are, you know, young adults this is the show that they grew up on. It's like, you know, Captain Kangaroo or hashtag Sesame Street. And they have taken to Twitter in droves talking about Blues Clues. And what's great about it is the tweets are all over the place. The tweets are from how Blues Clues has promoted racial equality because they have a white salt shaker and a pepper shaker that actually got married, had a baby, and they have a little brown baby named Paprika. And apparently they've gone on over the last several years to have other children, and they have a variety of spices. So there's now a total of 4 kids, and Salt and Pepper, I'm happy to report, seem to have a great marriage and wonderful children. So it kind of is a unifying factor. And then the other tweets that are all over the place is Steve, who was originally the host of Blues Clues, has been replaced by hashtag Josh. And hashtag Josh is apparently hot. A lot of girls are lusting over this guy on Twitter. And what's great is he's Filipino, which, you know, just kind of mixes it up a little bit. And we have this guy, this is one of my favorite tweets. He tweets out, his name is Captain BLM, and he says, I always read through the thirst tweets for the new Blues Clues because I get a huge hit of self-esteem when girls lust over a Filipino dude, even though he's not me. And there's pictures of this guy, Josh, with his shirt off. It's really fun to watch, and I'm sure he's loving all of the attention, but a lot of girls are saying he's pretty fine. And then there's the outrage, because you knew we couldn't be on Twitter without the outrage. So can you guess what the outrage is, Julio?
Tell.
The outrage is actually over the fact that they have killed the United States Postal Service. So if you remember the show on Blues Clues, hashtag Blues Clues, they had the mail, and the mail would be delivered. It was a really big deal. And now they've moved to email and smartphones. So millennials are up in arms about this, which is really funny because a lot of people on Twitter are upset about this. And, you know, Euphoria says Blues Clues is trending because millennials are embracing their inner boomer and complaining that Blue is getting emails instead of letters. And then she points out that y'all don't even need to know where to get stamps from. And I think most millennials don't mail letters, so I don't know why they're up in arms, but I understand why the U.S. Postal Service would be upset. So that's the good news for the day.
What did the Jetsons do? Did they do mail?
No, but the Jetsons had smart TVs. I mean, imagine, you know, if you watch the Jetsons, look at how much of that is, you know, today. The only thing is that we're missing is hashtag Rosie. And I don't know about you, but I would love to have Rosie in my life.
Would love. And I wish Scooby-Doo was somehow involved here, but, you know, it sounds like he was the impetus for the Blues Clues.
Yeah, well, you know, I have an investigative show that's going to be launching. I don't want to give away too much, but it's going to drop this weekend. And my investigative show is very Scooby-Doo. We're going to take the mystery machine out, and we're going to investigate all sorts of things that are happening and, you know, get to the real story behind the headlines.
Who's your Shaggy?
You're my Shaggy.
Okay.
You're my Shaggy, of course.
Okay.
Well, also trending in response to yesterday's news today, Julio, is hashtag istandwithtuckercarlson. And, you know, we talked a little bit about the racial divide and the fact that, you know, a lot of the left has gone after Tucker, hashtag Tucker, and said that he is a racist. So today there has been an outreach of these hashtags, I stand with Tucker, showing support for Tucker Carlson.
And is anyone kneeling with hashtag Tucker?
Nobody is kneeling with Tucker because Tucker ain't kneeling. I can guarantee that.
All right. So what's next, Karyn?
What's next is, I got a little bit of unifying news. I mean, it's unfortunate news, but, we're marking the day of the Pulse nightclub shooting. So hashtag pulseorlando was one of the hot trends. And it's been 4 years since the Pulse shooting.
Seems like yesterday, Karyn. Remember
I
it
know.
so well.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the good news here is that if you look at it, it was something that, although it was tragic, it brought us together. And maybe we can take a clue from that and find the things that have happened the past couple of weeks in news now. And maybe we'll look back on it in 4 years and we'll say, hey, that was terrible, hashtag George Floyd. But, here we are 4 years later, and this has created unity in our country. And, at the end of the day, we're all Americans.
No question. I think you're right about that. I think we're going to have a lot of unity come from this.
I hope so. So. I'm optimistic, and it's Friday, so you gotta be ready for the weekend. So there's no other way to be. And, in that news, another little positive celebrity news item is that hashtag The Bachelor is trending. Do you know why?
No clue.
They have ABC, hashtag ABC, has announced their first ever Black Bachelor, and he's the lead for the upcoming season.
Well, I'm surprised there's never been a Black Bachelor before. I mean, I don't follow the show that much, but, that's been on forever, right?
Well, listen, on today's episode, between these two TV shows that I'm mentioning that you don't really watch, hashtag bluesclues and hashtag The Bachelor, we're really on a roll. But, there's some similarities. You've got all these women talking about how hot the new Bachelor is. So that's exciting. And you've got a lot of people talking about how hot Josh from Blue's Clues is. So I guess it's the day of the man.
I guess it all sounds good to me, though. I mean, like I said, I'm still shocked there's never been a Black Bachelor, but I'm glad that it's happening. And it sounds like it's trending real well and creating some positivity.
It is. And I think it's good. I mean, I think it's a sign of the times. And what's great is, they obviously cast this long before the racial divide that's taken place over the past couple of weeks. So good for ABC, good for diversity. The guy is really good looking. He is hot. I totally agree with everybody on Twitter about this fact, because it is a fact. And I'm looking forward to the upcoming season. It hasn't been one of my favorite shows the last couple of seasons, but I'm going to be watching.
I bet a lot of people will be watching. So what to expect this weekend, Karyn?
I don't know. Hashtag stay tuned. That's what we should do for the weekend.
All right.
Stay tuned. Monday's going to be upon us.
All right. We'll see you Monday.
See you Monday.